Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're a decision maker in the fintech space right now, you already know the stakes have literally never been higher. We're stepping right into the high stakes world of custom trading platform development for 2026. The landscape is moving incredibly fast, right? And picking the wrong engineering partner, well, it doesn't just cost you money, it costs you market share. It brings down regulatory penalties and burns critical time. I mean, did you know the average cost of a compliance failure is now hitting the millions? Crazy. So today we're going to cut through the noise and look at the absolute top players in the market. We'll break down exactly who they are, what they actually excel at, and who they're uniquely built to serve. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the platform development divide, global engineering leaders, U.S. market specialists, banking domain expertise, and finally, how to actually choose your ideal partner. All right, starting off with Section 1, the platform development divide, or as I like to call it, promises versus production. So, the central problem facing financial decision makers today is this massive, totally frustrating gap between marketing promises and actual production-grade execution. Basically, there are two paths you can take here. On the left, we've got what we call body shop delivery. You contract out a platform, but what you actually get is just a fragile UI wrapper, no real-time execution logic, no latency testing, and literally zero compliance posture to survive any kind of regulatory scrutiny. It's a nightmare. Now, on the right, we have outcome-owned delivery. This is genuine engineering. We're talking documented fixed protocol integration, which, as you know, is the standard institutional routing protocol, along with low-latency architecture and AI-powered risk management that actually functions in live markets. Bottom line, you absolutely cannot afford to build on the left side of this divide. Moving on to Section 2, let's look at some global engineering leaders, specifically DBB Software and Ionixx Technologies. Just look at this number, over $4 million. That is a documented business outcome from DBB Software. It's specifically the gross merchandise value they achieved for their client, Bookus, through a custom platform that required some seriously complex transaction integrity. They don't just build software, they engineer measurable financial outcomes. So, the really crucial point here is how they actually do it. Headquartered over in Krakow, Poland, DBB Software operates with a highly accessible $25,000 minimum project size and really competitive hourly rates between $25 and $49. What's super cool is they heavily leverage AI-driven engineering workflows to compress their delivery times. They're typically shipping production-grade MVPs in about 12 weeks. And they definitely don't cut corners to get there. Their architecture includes that vital fixed protocol connectivity for institutional routing we talked about, right alongside strict SOC 2 and MiFID 2 regulatory alignment, which, by the way, is absolutely crucial if you're operating in European markets. This European time zone alignment, paired with true engineering rigor, it makes them a formidable global partner for sure. So, the bottom line for DBB Software? They are your absolute go-to partner if you're a broker, a hedge fund, or a prop trading firm that needs a platform built precisely around your unique execution logic. If you need full AI capabilities from day one, plus reliable long-term engineering support, this is your team. Now, while DBB kind of dominates European execution, our next firm brings massive scale from India, over 250 specialized engineers. And we aren't talking about generalist developers here, okay? This is a team with verified, hands-on Wall Street brokerage client experience. Operating out of India, Ionixx Technologies also hits that really attractive $25 to $49 an hour range, again with a $25,000 minimum. But what makes them uniquely valuable is their laser focus on order management systems, or OMS, development. They basically take those clunky legacy execution systems and just drag them kicking and screaming into the modern era using API-first architecture and seamless cloud migration. So if your existing infrastructure is holding you back, Ionixx has the scale and the very specific toolkit to rebuild it for the cloud-native era. This makes them the premier choice for brokerages and trading firms that have deep OMS needs or require complex cloud migrations for older legacy trading platforms. Keep in mind, though, they might not be your very first choice if you're a European firm needing primary MiFID 2 compliance as your foundational framework. Just something to consider. Okay, let's pivot to Section 3 U.S. market specialists. We're looking at Appinventiv and Biz4 Group. Catering to the highly regulated American market, Appinventiv brings a massive scale of over 1,600 specialists. When you're building something with high regulatory stakes, resource gaps can stall a project indefinitely. With a team this huge, Appinventiv practically guarantees those gaps simply do not happen. Operating out of the U.S., Appinventiv takes a totally non-negotiable approach to compliance. For them, SEC and FINRA alignment isn't just some checklist you do right before launch. It's literally built straight into the architecture from day one. You'll notice their minimum project size is higher, at $50,000, which definitely reflects this premium enterprise-level approach. They combine this rigorous compliance with stunning mobile-first UIs and full-spectrum asset class coverage, meaning whether you're trading standard equities, crypto, OTC, or Forex, their architecture can handle the whole shebang securely. So, if you're a US-based firm, here is your main takeaway. Do not compromise on SEC and FINRA compliance from the very first line of code. This higher barrier to entry is completely justified by the institutional-grade security and architecture you're going to receive. Now, while Appinventiv scales by sheer total headcount, Biz4 Group offers a very different kind of density. Over 200 in-house AI and machine learning experts dedicated entirely to financial markets. Also, HQ'd in the US, Biz4 Group brilliantly treats artificial intelligence as the foundational core architecture of the trading platform. Look, we all know the pain of a bolted-on third-party API that just breaks every 2 weeks, right? With Biz4 Group, you avoid that completely. At a $25,000 minimum, they build platforms centered entirely around AI-native predictive analytics, automated trading agents, and machine learning-driven risk assessment. They don't outsource their AI expertise mid-project. It's literally the very fabric of how they build. If you are a disruptive fintech startup, or maybe a mid-sized firm looking to really shake up the market, and you need AI-native trading features to be your main competitive differentiator, Biz4 Group is uniquely equipped to build that core architecture for you. All right, on to Section 4, Banking Domain Expertise, spotlighting Velvetech. For our final category, we're diving into legacy banking domain knowledge. And this detail on Velvetech is absolutely critical. They were founded by a former banking technology leader. This unique pedigree means that genuine, lived financial domain knowledge flows directly down to the engineering level. You aren't just talking to a sales team that learned a bunch of fintech buzzwords last week. You're partnering with engineering leadership that actually understands how banks operate from the inside out. Based in Florida, Velvetech operates at a premium hourly rate of $100 to $149, and honestly, it's for very good reason. They specialize in highly complex algorithmic trading tool development and seamless legacy financial system integration. They boast specialized .NET-heavy financial domain practice, which is essential since, as we know, major banks heavily rely on Microsoft Enterprise Tax. Plus, they've maintained a sustained partnership with Tradespoon since 2012. That kind of longevity in the fast-moving fintech space, it really speaks volumes about their reliability and domain mastery. Ultimately, Velvetech is the ultimate bridge for traditional institutions. If you need robust algorithmic tools, specialized financial CRMs, or you just have massive legacy banking systems that need to be carefully integrated into modern infrastructure under US-based leadership, Velvetech justifies every single penny of their premium rate. And finally, Section 5, choosing your ideal partner, the comparative matrix. Let's make some sense of all this. Let's pull it all together here. As you can see, there's no generic best company. There's only the best partner for your specific build. Let's do a quick recap. If your strategic edge relies on AI risk engines and European FIX protocols, you're going to call DBB Software. Need to migrate a legacy OMS to the cloud? Ionixx is your team. If SEC compliance keeps you awake at night, pay the premium for Appinventiv and lock down your architecture. Are you disrupting the market with native AI? Biz4 Group is for sure the way to go. And for deep .NET legacy banking integrations, Velvetech is totally worth the investment. So I want to leave you with a final thought to consider. Take a hard look at your 2026 development roadmap. What is your strategic edge really going to be? Are you competing on compliance, on AI speed, on legacy integration? Take the structured insights from this explainer and apply them directly to your strategy. Which platform matches your build? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, good luck with your development in the year ahead.